I arrived late to Smishek Lake and set up my tent in an empty campground.
It's 4 in the morning. I don't have a whippoorwill this morning. I have western kingbirds. What a nice greeting. What fun. Just thought of something. When I got here last night, about 11, as I was setting up, I flushed one out of the tree near my campsite accidentally. I'm wondering if they're laughing at me and calling this paybacks.
I woke up the next morning to the reality of why the campground was empty. They closed the campgrounds on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I talked to the local caretaker, and he said I'd be taking a chance to stay, so I decided to leave a note. He said that the reason they closed the campgrounds is so that people wouldn't just park their campers all week long to reserve their spot for the weekend. I'm out late morning birding Smishek Lake Road, where Spragues pipit and Baird sparrow have been reported, but it's later in the day, so I'm not getting my hopes up too much. There's grasshopper sparrow and horned lark and red-tailed hawk, both eastern and western kingbirds. So there's stuff to be had, but we'll see if I can get a lifer out of this. On this short stretch of road, while walking, I ended up having a singing Baird sparrow that perched right up for a bit on the barbed wire fence over here, and shortly thereafter, 2 chestnut-collard longspurs chasing each other over the field here, and then coming across the road and chasing each other around, singing from the perches on the fences and running around in the grass out here. It was incredible. It was the kind of lifer experience you hope for really any bird, to be able to see it that well. So I gotta say, I'm having a great day. This is day 2 in a row that's turned out really good. It's not often I get 2 lifers in a day anymore. But you know what? I gotta get going because I'm seeing a northern harrier over the field over here. The birding doesn't stop. I've been hearing a Nelson sparrow singing from down in the marsh here. Can't place him, not yet anyway. Well, here I am. One of the main goals of my trip was to get to Lostwood National Wildlife Refuge, and here I am. I am here to enjoy the birds, but I'm also here to enjoy the scenery. Kind of a step back in time as to what this area looked like pre-European settlement, the vast prairies and the potholes, and so I'm looking to get my fill tonight, and I want to take you along with me. The caretaker, John, had told me that on Wednesday night at midnight, campers would move in for the weekend. He was wrong only in the fact that they showed up at 10:30, not at midnight. The next morning, it was a lineup of trailers, but hardly a vehicle to be seen. They dropped their trailers and went back home, not planning to come back until Friday for the weekend. I'm here on the west side of Lostwood National Wildlife Refuge. I've got a Baird sparrow singing just about 30-40 feet away from me at the side of the road. Success on target number 2 here on 85th on the west side of Lostwood. Spragues pipit. Close encounter right here on the road and good lighting. Incredible. The only other time I've seen that bird is in the winter in Arkansas, and it was so hidden in the grass could hardly make it out. So this is a much better look. And I like seeing birds on their breeding territory too. There's something invigorating about that. When I got back to my campsite, John was helping his son back his trailer into the last remaining space, right next to my tent. It was time to move on from Lostwood for the next leg of my adventure. In the morning, I would cross the border into Montana to get 50 birds for that state, before heading to Theodore Roosevelt National Park.